What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We got ourselves the Bat Monster, and in this video, we are going to check out all of the characters that are available as part of the Monsters DLC. Now, some of these characters you can acquire with brick builds for free, or there is even a code for a character that you can access. And we are going to check all of these characters out. I know these videos are pretty popular usually. So first, let's start off with this guy right here, the Bat Monster. You can acquire him in the brick build menu. That is right, he is completely free. All you have to do is go into the Discoveries tool, go into your monsters. These are all the brick builds that are available for the Monsters DLC. You got the Chapel, which is free, no character with that. The Graveyard, which is what he comes with. You have the Mausoleum, the Haunted House 1, 2, and 3. Now, for these three right here, for whatever reason, they're not giving them to you in the actual DLC world. So, if you go to just a random biome and open a few treasure chests, you're going to get these. Back to what we're here for, the Graveyard. So, let's go ahead and just put a Graveyard right here. We'll just mess up with their traffic flow. Haha. Later, guys. So, once you spawn this right here, you are going to get this vehicle right here, and a Bat Monster will also spawn. He didn't spawn this time because I think I already have him. And this lady is totally, oh, no, there he is. So there he is right there. We can go ahead and just give him, he asks you for an apple. So you can give him a red apple. He'll give you some studs. Now also, whenever you build these brick builds, always look for your chest. Boom, look at all those studs it just gave me. So, right here we've got the new vehicle. Whoops. Go home, Bat Monster, you're drunk. This is like the monster carriage or something like that. I forgot exactly what it's called. Monster train carriage. So, now the unfortunate thing about this character and a lot of the other characters that should fly is this is really the extent of his flight. He doesn't fly in the air, which is really unfortunate. So, but that is the Bat Monster, and this is a character that anybody can have for absolute free, just getting that Graveyard right out of the brick build menu. And I think a lot of people are really excited about this. It looks a lot like Man-Bat from DC Comics. So our next character that we want to look at is right next to him in the menu, the Monster Scientist. And he's a zany little guy. Another character that you can acquire completely for free. You do not have to buy the $4 Monsters DLC pack. It is code X29V like Victor, T like Tom, Y like yellow. So X29VTY. In the main menu, just go ahead and build that or put that code in, and you are going to get the Monster Scientist. He's a little crazy. Woohoo! Looks like a cross between a lot of different characters. Like a crazy minion. So, that is another free character. So that's 2 free monster characters to get you all hyped up for the DLC if you just have LEGO Worlds. The Monsters DLC pack is $4, totally worth it. Great pack, gives you all this extra biome, all these different vehicles that you see going around. Now, all these different people walking around, there are a bunch of different random versions. You will get access to their gear, so you're gonna get like all their, their hats and stuff like that. And I believe you get a lot of their faces too. Yeah, so you get like their, spooky. Oh, that's Spooky Girl. I don't know if they put it all at the bottom. Banshee. You should get like some of their outfits. In any event, you should be able to like create your own characters. You can't play as any of them because there's a bunch of them. So if we pop this out, you know, we can sit here and go to characters and I think that town folk. No. They're like the goth people. So like goth woman. You know, you're going to get a different one for the most part every time. There's just like 4 different versions. Then you got Gothic Man. Dude looks like Guy Gardner. So, you got a couple of them to choose from. You can't actually play as them, but they do march around the map, and you will have access to see them and stuff like that. But, I mean, I don't think a lot of people want to play as them, to be honest with you. So, if we go back to the full costume characters, we're going to go just start to finish. So those are 2. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different characters. So here's Lord Vampire's bride. Lord Vampire himself is not part of this DLC. I don't know if the actual vampire is considered Lord Vampire. Yes, I flattened like half this world just to find stuff. She is pretty cool. I like her a lot, actually. She does turn into a bat. Now, that does allow her to be the only character of the 10 that does actually fly. And, you know, I don't know. I just kind of wish that some of these characters would fly. That should, you know, like Dracula doesn't really fly unless he's the bat. Splat. So, I just feel like Man-Bat definitely should be a character that flies. Another character that should fly is the Fly Monster, and I kind of feel like this is a really popular character a lot of people are looking for. He does a lot of random quests around town, so if you have trouble, just keep looking for one. I know that some people have been commenting that the only quest they seem to get from him is the one where he asks you to basically be him, and I don't really know why that's the case. I mean, I've definitely had him give me a bunch of different quests. One of them where he asks you to escort him to the big statue and a couple others. So I would say just keep looking. I know there's really no better advice I can give you. He's a really cool looking character. I definitely like him a lot. I like how he has the red claw hand. He's very animated though. So that is it's interesting. So this is the Fly Monster. Next up we have the Banshee, who surprisingly has been very popular. One of the more popular videos that I posted. She's talking to all these people. Another character that looks like she should fly, but she doesn't. I love the effects that she gives, the like kind of like the fog effect that comes under her. Definitely a cool character. Now, I have not gone into the customizer to see if that is something that you can customize. I would imagine it is. Legs. Oh wait, did I just see it? Yeah, I mean you could, yeah, the Banshee right here. So you can give the Banshee legs to pretty much anybody. So, I don't want to create a new character, but yeah. So, I think a lot of people are going to be making their own kind of Banshees. The only downside is there really isn't much. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So, let us go with the Evil Knight helmet. And for a face, we're going to go with the... Oh, look at that. It gives him wings, too. With no hair. For a chest, we're going to give it... I don't know why I'm like trying so hard here. For a chest, we're going to give him a bandit chest. Arms are going to be skeleton guy arms. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. We can do all these different hands. Let's go with Fly Monster hands. Zane pants there. Legs of the Banshee. And gargoyle wings. Oh, takes off the... this would take away everything, so... And then bam. Oh, but it doesn't do the smoke. Well, that's unfortunate. So... Well, that tells you all you need to know. The Banshee... You know, you can create your own Banshee, but... I don't know. Random. Anyway, there's a new witch. Not the wacky witch. This is just straight up a witch. And she's pretty cool. I like her a lot. She's got her little potion. She's got a little spell book. Got a little wand that's somehow like stitched to her dress. Looks more like the Wicked Witch face. I feel like they reused that face anyway. Obviously, we want to give her a ride, so let's give her the broom. I like the way that she flies, though. She's kind of... she's a lady. Rides it nice and gracefully. Ooh, she's definitely had a couple too many O'Douls, though. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, I don't really think we needed 2 witches, but we have 2 witches, so that's a thing. I'm really surprised they didn't go with like Frankenstein's monster. I really thought that's what we were gonna get, but we did not. We got another witch. So there's Spooky Boy, who's very emo. If you let him sit there, he does eventually, he does come out with, like, his little bear. Which, to make things a little easier, we'll just do the spooky teddy bear. So, it's pretty funny. He'll put the bear down, and the bear will actually end up having, like, it'll get up and just look, and it'll have an axe. I don't think he's going to do it because I'm using it as, like a prop, but it is kind of funny. He does eventually get kind of bored, and he does go through those animations. So, there you go. There is a Spooky Boy, the brother of Spooky Girl. Next, you have Skeleton Guy, who I like a lot. This might be my favorite character. It's down to him or the Bat Monster. I like this guy. I don't know what it is. He's just a really cool looking dude. He's definitely like he's wearing a costume. He's not an actual skeleton. I love the little skeleton mask that like ties on in the back. This is definitely the character I've been using the most with the monster stuff. Just because I just enjoy him. I think he's a pretty cool character, you know? So there you go. He doesn't really do anything overly exciting otherwise. He does T-bow. No facial animations. I mean, actually, his eyes do move a little bit. So. And the last character that we have is Mr. Good and Evil. Now, this is the face of the Monsters DLC. He is who you see non-stop throughout everything. And, like, all the advertising, I should say. So, he's basically Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for all intents and purposes. I love the way he just smashes him on the ground. He gets over it. Now, one of the really cool animations that he does have is when he's running, you will see him randomly just drink his potions and just throw them on the ground. So, smash. So he's a pretty cool character. I don't love him as much as I thought I would. He has lots of quests that you have to do, though. I would almost actually like to see him as just Mr. Evil. Because I love his like eyes, how they glow, and... I do wish when I was trying to do the pose they didn't constantly turn around. Bonus! I can't believe I almost forgot about the chicken suit guy. He is also part of this DLC. I created this little pen of people to try and get a decent screenshot. And it did not work out. Because they're all fighting each other. But there's the chicken suit guy. He gives you lots of quests. I don't really think this is that big of a deal. But we're going to include him. And I'm going to slide him right in the middle of the real video. Because, yeah. So now we're going to shift on over to the vehicles. Haha. So that is it. That is all the characters of the monster pack. But wait, there's more. There are vehicles for the monsters pack. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So we have the spooky chariot. Now I know we've seen those before. Like different chariots like this. And I believe we've even seen the spooky horse before. But this is the chariot with the spooky horse. So pretty cool. I don't want to be him anymore though. So we're gonna switch to Bat Monster since he's the newest. Obviously right here you can see the ghost car. And you have to sing Rob Zombie Dragula whenever you drive around this town in one of these cars. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula. Dun 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 dun. If you just, I mean, it's a little bit, that's Rob Zombie in his prime, after White Zombie. But if you just watch that video, here's the ghostly chariot, by the way. If you just kind of watch that video, you'll understand why it comes to my mind every time. I'm not going to drive this one. It's basically the same chariot, just a skeleton horse. You also have the Coffin Car, which we've been seeing people drive around in. Ghost car. We have the ghost ship cart. Pimp my ride. The ghost train carriage. Whoa. Yeah, who cares with the coffin car anyway? So we saw this a little bit earlier, the train carriage. Here's the ship, which is definitely kind of cool. It's basically like a glowing pirate ship, and if I knew my Pirates of the Caribbean lore, I would reference the Pearl or something like that. Is that the ghost ship? I love the way that he that he like looks off yonder with his hand over his. That's phenomenal. Great animations. We also have the Vampyre Hearse. Big old monster. Traffic jam. So there's that. Then we have two more really exciting vehicles. Here's the ghost train. Now, I know some of you in the video that I posted of the ghost train were super excited about this because you actually have that set. And that is cool. I wish it did a little bit more. It's actually a little weird to maneuver. I wish there were actual train tracks that you could like put down and put it on the train tracks and it could just drive around the town. That would have been really cool. But it's still a really, really cool vehicle. Last but not least is definitely my favorite vehicle of the bunch. It is the monster truck. And look at that. There was a movie in theaters that had a monster truck that kind of looked something like this one. It's too bad they couldn't have cross-promoted. And this thing's awesome. I just love driving over everything. It does drive over cars, but apparently not whatever that is. Not fences. So if we see one of those like coffin cars, we'll be able to drive right over it. Like it ain't even a thing. Of course, now we don't see any of them anywhere. Ghost car. Ha! It even almost goes all the way over the hearse. It definitely goes over the broom. Here it is. Ha ha! It's also too bad they didn't use Gravedigger. That would have been really great. And then, of course, you got the ghosts that are playable now. You can do quests for them if you don't have them already. But, man, what a great DLC. $4. There's even some free stuff. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we'll see ya.